Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be chatting about one of my favorite topics in the entire world, which is skincare. And this video will be specifically focused around what I do when I already have breakouts, when I already have some acne or some existing pimples. What do I do to heal them faster and to just not let it get worse and like spiral down into too much acne, because I've been there. I've learned lots of things along the way, and having breakouts and having acne, it can just take such a toll on your self-confidence, on how you feel about yourself, on your motivation levels. Like it can be intense. So I'm really excited to share this video with you guys. I hope you'll find it really helpful, get lots of inspiration, and apply some of these tips into your own life to help you get beautiful skin, and ultimately just to feel really good in your own skin, in your own body, so that you can go and do all the things that you want to do without having to think about your acne. The first thing that I do when I notice that my skin is acting out of balance and I'm breaking out a lot is that I take a step back and I get some clarity on why this could be happening in the first place. For me, acne is usually an internal thing, so I know that what I put on my skin externally could also have a positive or negative effect, but internally, so how I'm feeling, my stress levels, my emotions, if I'm dealing with a lot of things, that can definitely show up on my face. It's like a light bulb for me to go off and think, okay, what is going on in my life? Where do I have stress? What am I worried about? What do I have on my plate right now that is making me feel stressed out? And I want to make sure that I understand that so that I can stop that from happening in its tracks, and to then prevent the breakouts from getting worse, because I've been in situations, this is when my acne was really bad, is I had a lot of stress. It was mostly like emotional stress, and I just kept pushing it away. I wasn't acknowledging. But the problem with that is if it doesn't get processed and released, it's just going to show up in different parts of your body. Some of my favorite ways to calm my mind and to just get the good positive energy back in my body is to firstly move my body. So I go outside, I take a walk in nature, in the park, get the endorphins and the oxygen going in your body, or go to the gym, do a really great workout. That's going to help to lower the cortisol in your body, which is the stress hormone. It's going to increase serotonin and endorphins, and it's just going to make you feel better and less stressed. Something else that I love to do, which you guys might know, is journaling. Journaling is a great way to help to clear your mind and just get your thoughts out from your head onto paper, and it's very therapeutic when you are writing. It's like you're kind of figuring out solutions to your fears or to your problems or whatever it is that's stressing you. It's quite a magical experience. Another thing I love to do is meditate. I try to meditate every single morning, actually just right there behind me, so the space is very positive. Meditation didn't come easy to me. It wasn't something that I was like super excited to do in the beginning, but as I've continued the practice and just learned how to focus my attention on what it is that I wanted to focus on. So for example, in meditation, you focus on your breath and letting that anchor you and taking away the attention from thoughts or from stress to simply just being present is such a powerful thing. Another thing that I notice when I'm stressed is that I tend to not make the best decisions. So how I choose to go about my day, what I choose to eat, what I choose to do. Maybe I'm more lazy if I'm stressed. I might not eat as clean as I would usually do, and that would again aggravate my skin, and then I would again get stressed out and maybe again try to comfort myself with some type of food, and it's just kind of this vicious cycle that just goes down and down and down. So getting some clarity, trying to identify where the stress is coming from, calm your mind, bring positive energy back in your body, listen to good music, to good audiobooks, watch uplifting videos, and just get that good positive energy back into your body, and that's going to have a huge effect on how your skin looks. The second tip is, if you choose to wear makeup that is safe for acne. Ideally, if we were suffering with breakouts in the perfect world, we would just not put anything on our skin. We would let our bodies just heal the acne naturally, but in reality, that's very different, because acne can definitely take a toll on our self-confidence. I think that a little bit of makeup can be really empowering and can boost your self-confidence again if you are suffering with your skin. And one of the best forms of makeup for acne-prone or sensitive skin is mineral-based makeup. So makeup that's tinted or colored with natural minerals from the earth. And a really great line is from Bare Minerals. They just launched their Blemish Rescue collection, which features these 3 products right here. And these are all specifically designed for more acne-prone skin types. They are amazing. I'm wearing them today, and they've partnered up with me in this video video, which is super exciting because Bare Minerals was actually one of the first makeup lines I ever used. I've always loved their emphasis on creating products that are good for the skin and that doesn't aggravate acne prone or sensitive skin, because I've had to deal with that pretty much my whole life. So you don't have to worry about any of the ingredients in these products making you break out, and it's full of what's good for you and free of what's not. So it's clean beauty made simple, and I love that idea, especially for somebody who does suffer with acne. It's very reassuring to know that these products are made for people with sensitive acne prone skin, and that I can just like take that out of my head and know that these products are not going to make me break out. So I am wearing these products today, and I did film myself getting ready a little bit earlier where I show you how I apply them and how they go on. So the first step is to use this primer. This is the Skin Clearing Anti-Redness Mattifying Primer. This is a really calming primer, so it feels kind of like a cooling gel as it goes on, and it really helps to smooth the skin. It blurs the look of pores. It has a subtle green tint to it, which is great for neutralizing any redness on the skin. Plus the formula in this, you guys, is incredible. It's kind of like skincare. So it contains sulfur, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. It's got purifying kaolin clay, which is in a lot of the face masks that I like to use, plus zinc, which is an oil absorbing ingredient. It also has an ingredient, I had to write it down because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called phytospin gozine, which helps to optimize the skin's defense against bacteria. So this is an incredible primer if you have acne prone oily skin. It'll just create a nice base for your makeup and allow it to look really nice throughout the entire day without too many touch-ups. So I really like this, plus the ingredients are amazing. After applying the primer, I will then just add a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. You can totally skip this step if you don't feel the need to brighten up your under eyes, but it is something that I like to do. So I just apply a little bit of concealer there, and then I blend it out with a dampened beauty blender. And then the next step is to use the Blemish Rescue Skin Clearing Loose Powder Foundation along with the buffing brush that goes along with it. And this is incredible. This is super, super lightweight, but full coverage. When I say full coverage, it is like intense coverage. So it is of course what I have on right now as I'm sitting here with you guys. I don't have any liquid foundation or any concealer on my actual skin. It is just this powder with a little bit of bronzer and like blush and stuff on top, but on my actual skin is just this powder. This foundation actually contains salicylic acid, so it has 0.5% salicylic acid in the formula, which is great for helping to calm any existing breakouts and also to help prevent any future breakouts from happening. Plus the blend of minerals will help to refine the skin texture and to just overall calm irritated skin. Plus it's got a moisture mineral complex and oat protein in it as well. It's really one of those foundations that I feel good about wearing if I do have breakouts. And like I mentioned before, it's of course ideal to not wear any makeup, but in reality it does make us feel a little bit better when our skin looks more even toned, more smooth. For me anyway, it gives me a little boost of confidence to kind of weather through the storm. And I know that it's not going to be a permanent thing with my acne, but at least whilst I'm dealing with it, I can use products that I know are safe for my skin. And the coverage again is amazing, but it still looks super natural and like my skin, but better. And the shade that I have is in medium tan. I think it suits my body perfectly. To top it all off, their seamless buffing brush that I used with the foundation contains antibacterial charcoal within the bristles. So real activated charcoal is infused within the fibers of the brush, which helps to repel bacteria and also absorb any excess oil, and it blends in the foundation really nice. I also like that the handle is quite short, so you really get a lot of good control when you're using this brush. I'm really happy with the performance of the product, the ingredients, how it looks on the skin, and I also think that it wears really nicely throughout the day. So because it is a loose powder, it's not going to get oily throughout the day like a liquid foundation could. And I love that Bare Minerals is so accessible to everyone. So usually wherever you are in the world, there should be a Bare Minerals. You can also order them online at bareminerals.com. If you want more information about the products that I use, just check the description box down below and there will be a link there and you can learn more about it. The third tip is to adjust and to simplify your skincare routine. Now this is kind of similar to the makeup tip where you want to use products that are specifically designed for acne prone skin, or to just eliminate a lot of the steps that could be causing your skin to get aggravated in the first place. I love a good skincare product. I love serums, I love combining different things, but I realized that when my skin is breaking out and it is like aggravated, I try to cut out as many steps as I can, and I will just cleanse. I will then apply a face mask that is targeted towards acne prone oily skin, and then I will moisturize, and I will keep it as basic as possible. It helps to let my body do the like cleaning work, and I just allow my skin to be like neutral and normal on the surface, if that makes sense. Cleansing the skin is of course really important. You want to make sure that you're removing any dirt or any like built up oil or makeup or debris or just pollution from being outside. You want to make sure that your skin is clean and fresh. So using a good cleanser is very, very important. And then, as I mentioned, I will go in with a mask that is specifically designed for acne prone skin. This one right here from Peter Thomas Roth is a holy grail skincare item for me. This is something that I've purchased for probably the last 10 years or so. It's definitely a staple of mine, and this is called the Therapeutic Sulfur Mask, and it contains 10% maximum strength sulfur. It's also got purifying kaolin and bentonite clays. It's super deep cleansing, like it really goes into the pores and purifies it. You can feel this working on your skin. Another one I discovered this summer is the Indie Lee Clearing Mask. This is again so good. Another amazing formula for acne prone skin, and this I believe is a little bit more natural than the Peter Thomas Roth, because Indie Lee is like an all natural. I don't know if they're all organic, but they are very, very clean with their ingredients. After I'm done with the mask and it's really purified my skin, I just wash it off and apply a moisturizer. A moisturizer that I really like is from Sunday Riley. It is the Enzyme Water Brightening Mask, or moisturizer, I think that's what it's called. I've gone through like 3 tubs of those in the last few months. They are amazing, but they do run out very quickly since the consistency is really lightweight. But yes, beautiful moisturizer. And again, I know that it's something that works for me. I've used it when my skin has been clear, so I know that it doesn't cause breakouts. And then the fourth thing that I do is include more greens into my diet and cut out any sugar that I'm eating that's not from a natural source. So I'm obviously not perfect with my diet, and sometimes if I'm stressed or if I just have a lot of things going on and I just don't have time to properly cook for myself, if I order out or if I have like one too many sweet treats, I will see it immediately on my skin, and usually here in my forehead, which you guys saw a little bit earlier, but I know that that has a lot to do with the food that I'm eating as well. But having greens in your diet is so powerful. It helps to alkalize your body. It helps to neutralize the acidity in your body. They're of course super rich in vitamins and minerals and really good fiber, which will also be really good for your digestive system. And your digestive system is actually very closely linked to the health of your skin. So it's really important to take care of your gut, like your gut health, and not just for your skin, but for your overall mood, for your happiness levels. But it definitely has a big impact on your skin as well. Plus, greens are super detoxifying, so it will help to carry out and remove toxins or like the buildup that could be affecting your skin, to like purge it on, you know, the surface of the skin. Of course, staying hydrated. I'm sure you guys know that already, but sometimes it's good to get a little reminder. Even I sometimes need the reminder to like, hey, I need to drink more water. And then the fifth thing that I do is make sure that everything that I'm actively using is clean and that it's not building up a lot of bacteria that could be getting on my face. Again, if I'm really busy and I have a lot of things on my mind, I'm maybe not thinking about how, for example, my phone could be harboring a lot of bacteria. Sometimes we can get really bad breakouts right here, and that could be from the phone. I just use rubbing alcohol like this. This is 70% rubbing alcohol, just in a little spray bottle. I will spray this directly onto the surface of my phone, and then I'll take a tissue paper and just wipe it clean, and then I know I've completely disinfected the phone. Please don't go and wash your phone, because that's obviously not going to be good, but something as simple as rubbing alcohol will do just the trick. I will also go and wash all of my makeup brushes. This is something that I try to do on a weekly or like twice a week basis. But again, if I'm busy and I have a lot of things going on, maybe I've forgotten about it, and the makeup brushes can actually hold a lot of bacteria. If you don't make sure to wash them, you can just be putting all of that bacteria and dirt and like old makeup back on your skin, and that is not good at all. So I like to just use a solid bar of soap, and I will wash my makeup brushes like that. I'm going to do a little insert to show you guys how I do that. And then to really make sure that I got everything clean, I will spritz it with a little bit of the rubbing alcohol at the end when they're all like laying down to dry. Pillowcases are another thing. This is a sneaky little culprit that we don't always think about, but imagine if you're sleeping and you know sometimes you drool, or the oils from your hair get onto the pillowcase, and then you are like rubbing your face within the pillowcase. That's all getting on your skin. So I will also go and change my pillowcase so that I know when I lay down to sleep that it's clean and it's not gonna cause any acne on my skin. And of course the same goes for towels. If you guys saw my recent apartment tour, you'll see that in my bathroom I have a designated spot for my face towels. So I take a fresh one every single time I'm done washing my face, and I pat my face dry, and then I put it in the wash. I know that that's maybe a bit excessive, but it makes me feel calm that I'm not, you know, putting extra bacteria on my skin. Those are the 5 things that I do when I notice that my skin is breaking out or acting out of balance. These are like my 5 protocols, or my little emergency tips that I immediately do. And I hope that this video has been really useful to you guys as well, and that you've enjoyed it and found some good inspiration. Make sure to check the description box down below. I'm gonna have links to all of the products that I mentioned. And yeah, I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next